Hello and welcome to the CTM NewsBreak, where we keep you up to date on what's happening right here in town. I'm Diane Sherritt-Steimel. Well, the coronavirus pandemic has ruined so many plans, including the 4th of July celebrations. One man, however, was determined to keep tradition alive.
Joshua Rando hosted a mini Chelmsford parade in place of the absent main parade that started at 9 a.m. on the 4th of July. Mr. Rando's mini parade had a good turnout with those who walked in the parade and those who cheered in the procession on as they walked. The parade gave inspiration for the annual Chelmsford 2-mile road race runners to host their own unofficial race, which also started at 9 a.m., and for the classic car parade to take place at 10 a.m.
That was Shelby O'Rourke reporting. In other news, a heads up before you buy hand sanitizer. 5 more brands have tested positive for a toxic chemical. The FDA says they all contain methanol, which can be dangerous when ingested or absorbed through the skin. Ingesting hand sanitizer products contaminated with methanol has led to blindness, hospitalizations, and death. Last month, the agency listed 9 brands to avoid because they contain methanol. For more information on all 14 products, visit the FDA's website. In coronavirus news, officials say that testing wastewater can reveal evidence of the coronavirus and show whether it's increasing or decreasing in a community. By sampling the wastewater, researchers can detect COVID-19 hotspots days and sometimes weeks before these cases appeared in hospital admissions data and clinical testing. The Massachusetts Water Resources Authority Board has approved a 6-month, $200,000 contract with BioBot Analytics to test for signs of the virus at the Deer Island Wastewater Treatment Facility. Such early detection is aimed at helping the community better respond to the pandemic. And finally, youth activism is on the rise, and Chelmsford is no exception.
Today is a reminder that nobody is free until we are all free.
Local students and alumni held a Juneteenth rally. They're calling for educational reform in the Chelmsford public schools.
We decided to focus this rally on education reform in Chelmsford Public Schools because that's how we thought we could make the biggest impact.
Our education system is very Eurocentric, so let's change that first.
We need to diversify our curriculum that has been based on white history, and we need to shed light on the history of our people who have been oppressed.
I knew that I wanted something to happen on Juneteenth because I knew that Chelmsford has never ever recognized Juneteenth whatsoever in any capacity.
Let us bring in diverse voices into our classrooms. Let's include them and have an equitable share of our curriculum given to their voices.
No peace! No peace!
I want to see more speakers of color, assembly speakers of color, people coming into classrooms for class discussions.
The most powerful thing to me was seeing our community led by Black voices for the first time. I don't know about anybody else's experience, but like as a student and as a member of the Chelmsford community, I've never been to an event in Chelmsford where the focus and the majority of the people being spotlighted were Black.
Most people seemed receptive, but then there were some people who would kind of like argue or say, oh, well, racism doesn't exist here. And it was kind of odd to me. I was like, racism doesn't exist here? Like, Chelmsford is not exempt from racism, especially considering we are a predominantly white town.
In order to make real change, students have to be educated about what's going on.
We want to make sure, I think short term, start the conversation. The conversations need to start in the classroom. If you're not talking about it, you're allowing it to happen.
Thanks for watching the CTM NewsBreak, brought to you by Chelmsford Telemedia. If you have news we could use, contact us at newsbreak@chelmsfordtv.org. I'm Diane Sherritt-Steimel.